Hi, Year 4. Hopefully on Monday you managed to write paragraph 2 and 3 of your free choice information report. Today we are focusing on our conclusion and editing and revising. So we are learning to write a conclusion and edit and revise. What I'm looking for is that you can write a conclusion that summarizes your information. You can revise to add, remove, move, or substitute. You can edit to make fix up to capitals, usage, punctuation, and spelling. So what you're going to do today is write a conclusion. You're going to use arms and cups to help you revise and edit. And we want you to upload a photo of your whole information report to OneNote. And please make sure the picture is clear. At the end of this, I'll go through how to add a picture to your OneNote. So when we revise, we can think of arms, and when we edit, we can think of cups. But first, let's talk about our conclusion. So a conclusion needs to summarize your whole information report. It only needs to be a couple of sentences. And so far, the conclusions that you've been writing, what I've seen, have been really good. Some of you are including an interesting fact to summarize. Others are summarizing the facts that you've already shared in your information report paragraphs. Either is fine. It only needs to be short. So first, do your conclusion. Today I want to focus on editing and revising. So what I'm going to do is we're going to work through a little snippet of text. It's typed just for ease of modeling, and we're going to go through how we would edit and revise it. All right, so let's have a look. Let's read it out loud first, and reading out loud is a good tip in terms of finding out what you need to fix up. Sharks have a very streamlined shape. This shape is good for swimming and helps keep shark buoyant or afloat. A shark's tail, otherwise known as the caudal fin, moves them forward and downward. The side or pectoral fins provide lift, much like the wings of an aeroplane. Sharks have many rows replacement teeth. See, reading it out loud, I can already see where I need to place a full stop. I can see there's word missing. I can see I'm missing some plurals, which grow on that inside of jaws and move forward when needed. They are a bit like a conveyor belt. A shark's feeding depends on its species and location. Most sharks are carnivores, so they eat fish and sometimes other sharks. Some large sharks eat dolphins, sea lions, and small whales. Smaller sharks eat mollusks, clams, crabs, squid, lobster, and other small life. So I can either work through cups and arms separately, or I can just work through my text, whatever works for you. Let's just go through the text as a whole first. So from the beginning, I can see straight away that I do not have a capital letter, so I need to add that. Excuse me as my hand reaches across the camera. Sharks have a very streamlined shape. Now I could put a full stop there and make a simple sentence, or I might try and combine those two sentences together. Sharks have a very streamlined shape, which is good for swimming. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take out this shape and I'm going to write which. Sharks have a very streamlined shape, which is good for swimming and helps keep sharks, that needs to be plural, sharks buoyant or afloat. That makes perfect sense. Capital letter. A shark's tail. Now the shark is owning the tail. It's not plural sharks, it's shark apostrophe S. So I need to put an apostrophe there because he's owning the tail. A shark's tail, comma, otherwise known as the caudal fin, and then another comma here, moves them forward and downward. Capital letter. The side or pectoral fins provide lift, much like the wings of an aeroplane. Full stop. Capital letter. Sharks have many rows of Replacement teeth, which grow on the inside of jaws and move forward when needed. And here they've got a hyphen to explain it a bit further. Actually, no, I think that's incorrect. Which grow on the inside of jaws and move forward when needed. All right, sorry, let me start that again. Sharks have many rows of replacement teeth which grow on the inside of jaws and move forward when needed. They are a bit like a conveyor belt, full stop. Okay, so here it's like explaining it further. That's why they've got the hyphen. A shark's feeding depends on its species and location. Full stop. Most sharks are carnivores, so they eat fish and sometimes other sharks. Some large sharks eat dolphins, sea lions, and small whales. Full stop. Capital letter. Smaller sharks eat mollusks, clams, crabs, squid, lobster, and other small life. Full stop. Okay, so that's reading a lot better. It's really important that we have capital letters. I probably could make caudal fin as a capital letter and pectoral fin as a capital letter as well. Often you guys are mistaking the capital letters for proper nouns, so that's really important. Sometimes you do miss words like of and the, so that's really important, and making sure that we have commas in between our lists. Make sure that you have a subheading as well, that's really important. And yeah, work through the arms and the cuts. You might choose to substitute words as well, which means use a synonym to make it sound better. And I recommended here that you check any feedback from your teacher and make changes based on that. So you might look at feedback that you've been provided in the past to make sure that you're covering that. So let's go through how we add a picture to our OneNote. All right, so there'll be a page and it'll be titled completed writing or something of the kind. And all you need to do is up the top is a button called insert. I might just raise the screen. That's better. So we go insert and then picture from camera, and then you would take a picture of your writing and insert it in there. When you take a photo, I might just, you can, let me just grab a picture from something else. All right, let's say I wanted to let's say I wanted to insert this picture. You can rotate it. So if you take a picture and it's not the right way, it would really be helpful for us if you rotate it for us. So you right click and then just click on the arrow, whichever way you need to turn it. Okay, so that would be helpful. So when it's uploaded, that we can read it straight up and down. So that's what you're working on today. Watch this, write a conclusion, revise using arms, edit using cups, and then upload a photo of your whole information report to your OneNote for us to look at. Thanks, guys.